Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is May and I create fashion and beauty content. Happy AAPI month. I know we are towards the end of May. I just want to celebrate AAPI founders, maybe some new ones that you guys don't know about, and some ones that I've already talked about on my channel, but maybe just discovering different products from them. We have over 10 brands. Most of them you can find them at Ulta and Sephora. I will have them linked down below. If you use those links, that will support me and my channel. Today's a full face of Asian owned brands, so let's get started. I have nothing on my skin, so I'm excited to get into some skincare products. Some of these brands I've talked about before. I've done full line reviews. Others are new, so just keep that in mind. So let's go in with Serum. This one I highlighted in my spring favorites. This is the Summer Fridays Dream Oasis Serum. So this is a very hydrating serum. It's a little bit thicker than a liquidy serum. It has more of a cream-like texture. If you guys don't know, one of the co-founders, Mariana Hewitt, she's half Vietnamese, and I've been following her career for a while because she's in the same industry as me. It's a very well thought out brand, and I think it just stands out to me compared to some other brands. I think their marketing is really good, specifically their social media. I'm gonna apply a little bit more to the neck area. I've been trying to be better with applying skincare products on the neck because I feel like, see my tech neck? I feel like it's very obvious. And a little bit on the chest as well. The next skincare product is very new to me. I specifically got it for this video because I did want to include some smaller brands. It's called Sacheu. You can get it on Amazon. She is a YouTuber, a beauty influencer. I don't know her content too much. I've seen a couple of videos. This is called the Slick Skin Essential Lipid Serum. She looks so beautiful in this picture and her skin is glowing. So I am excited about this. So this is what it looks like. It's quite big and it has a nice weight to it. Slick Skin, I can't even say it. Slick Skin is a cushiony silicone based serum that instantly floods the skin with moisture, imparting a glassy glow and long lasting hydration. So this actually looks kind of on the thicker side, but still very runny. Even if you aren't pushing it at all, the product does come out no matter what, so I could see this getting messy. See, I'm not even doing anything, it's just coming out. Okay, this is what it looks like. Doesn't have a smell to it. Ooh, very slippy. I can see why she made this product to go with her tools. This has a nice slip. I definitely feel that silicone. I personally don't mind it, but I know sometimes silicone doesn't do the best with certain products and ingredients. Just keep that in mind when you're combining it with other things. Tell me you see that difference. Like the lower half of my face versus my forehead. It looks glowy. It has like this sheen to it without any sparkle or anything. So far it's nice. I do wonder if it's going to settle. I'm gonna apply a little bit. Ooh, again, making a mess. I'm going to apply a little bit on the forehead. I think I'm just gonna use this as my primer today since I don't know how it's going to react with a separate primer. So a little bit about Starrr since I don't personally know her. She grew up in Hong Kong, is now based in Toronto. She chose to launch with facial tools because it's a staple in Chinese beauty. I've seen facial rollers become popular in the last couple of years, but I see it marked up way beyond what's supposed to be. I'm not really a skincare tool kind of person. I'm kind of in and out. I tried those brush tools before that were super popular in the 2010s. That was nice, but it would get so pricey when you would have to change the head and then also not the most sustainable. I don't really use them because you have to clean them. And knowing me, I just don't clean my stuff as often as I should be. So I don't particularly use any kind of tools, but maybe I should get hers. Hers looks really good, so maybe I will try that down the road. If you tried her tools, I would love to know your experiences down below. Last skincare product I'll be applying today is the Naturium Niacinamide Gel Cream 5%. I've been testing this out for the last few weeks. I love Naturium as a brand. It's very affordable. All of these brands that I'll be talking about today you can get at Ulta and Sephora. Besides that serum that I just talked about, you can get that on Amazon and I think direct to consumer. I love a gel cream. This is my go-to for someone who has oily skin because it feels so lightweight. I can use this year round and I really enjoy it. I don't love this kind of packaging for gel creams. I like something in a squeezy tube preferably, just because this can kind of get messy. I'm not too particular with my gel creams This doesn't have any fragrance. And just a little backstory on Naturium. Susan Yara. She is Mexican and Korean. I would say she's a skin influencer, but beauty influencer in general, because she talks about makeup and also hair. And she also talks about babies and just family things as well, but primarily she talks about skincare. And I really like her content. It's very professional, but also fun to watch. The quality is really great. And I'm pretty sure she's coming out with an SPF later this summer. That would not surprise me. And I won't be applying an SPF today because that one is going to be in a separate dedicated video. And I'll just let you guys know now, it's the Lip Tinted Hue Guard. I've been dying to try that out. As someone who deals with a white cast, I'm very excited about that product. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully it will arrive within the next week. Let's move on to the makeup. I have a ton of new things to try out. I did a large order from Sephora. Some of these things are not Asian owned, so that will be in separate videos. But let's just get into it. Starting with the base products, this is the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation, Oil-Free, Broad Spectrum, SPF 30. I've seen so many YouTubers talk about this and they say such great things. I'm not very familiar with this brand. In fact, I only own their eyelash curler, which I really love because it fits my monolids very well. But I really want to include a foundation, maybe a brand that you guys are more familiar with. So I decided to do something that's new to me, and I've heard great things. I know this brand has been out for a very long time, and this is what it looks like. It's so beautiful. This is the most expensive foundation that I own. I never buy higher end foundations. I always buy drugstore. So this is very bougie of me to be buying this, but I'm excited. It looks like a pretty good match, hopefully. I will be adding some bronzer and contour to warm it up. Like I said, this brand is very new to me, so I don't know their history. So just kind of looking at it and the origin of their name, I'll have it up here. I don't want to mispronounce his name, but he was working as a chief pharmacist in a naval hospital. At the age of 23 years old, with his colleagues, they founded the first Western-style pharmacy in Japan. Their motivation came from displeasure with medicine available on the market at the time, while their inspiration was to take everything and anything good in this world and use it to create new things. Oh, that's really cool. As I keep scrolling down, I see how their emblem has evolved over time, slightly. And I see it right here. I've never noticed that. I'm gonna have to check out my eyelash curler and see where that is. That's really pretty, subtle. But anyway, let's get into this. I don't want this video to be too long, but I do encourage you guys to explore more of these brands and learn more about them. Oh, okay, I see. I was trying to figure out how to turn this. I thought they meant the actual top piece, but you turn the black cap and then you can pump out the product out. So this is very runny. This is shade Sand. I'm always a either sand or beige. So if you're like me, a light medium with warmer undertones, I think this looks like a pretty good match. I'm glad this is not too thick because I don't love thick foundations, especially in the summer. I just want something light. So let's do half the face like I usually do and see how well it covers. Looks like it's doing a good job so far. This shade looks like a pretty good match. It's just ever so slightly lighter, but it seems like it's doing a good job with matching with my neck. What do you guys think? And the coverage looks really nice. I would say this is medium to full coverage. It's not covering all of the hyperpigmentation. Again, this is not a review. This is just me testing out some new products. I would say half the products today are new for me, and the other half I tested out before, but I will mention that. I believe they have a concealer that goes with this. I'm gonna try just to add a little bit more on my hyperpigmentation and see how that does. I was checking out my collection to see if I had any concealers that were owned by an Asian founder, and I didn't, so I ended up getting a sample. I love these samples that come with Sephora. One Size by Patrick Starrr. He is Filipino. He's a YouTuber. He has really engaging content that's just different. And I also enjoy his podcast, so I thought I would use this for today. This is the Turn Up the Base Butter Silk Concealer. Multi-use for under the eyes, highlighting, contouring, or to spot treat, raise texture. Medium to full coverage, no cake, no dryness. There's caffeine, avocado mango butters, an exclusive peptide blend. Waterproof, 12-hour wear, no cake, no crease, no transfer. All right, that sounds interesting. Waterproof, 12-hour wear, I like that, especially for this summer. So I think I may have to mix. Since this tester only has 6 shades, I'm going to assume that he has more shades online. So it says it's available in 24 inclusive shades. So I'm going to mix medium 4 and light. Or should I mix medium 4 and fair 3? Maybe fair 3 because it has a little more warmth to it. Light looks more neutral. Again, we're just gonna test it out. I'm gonna open light. This is like a one-time use type of thing. Oh, okay, so light is actually a bit warmer from the packaging. So fair is way too cool for me. So yeah, I'm gonna mix medium and light. I think I'm gonna start with light. It says neutral undertones. Fair is neutral rosy undertones. Huh, I would have said that's more cool, but okay. And light looks, to me, a little more warmer, not as warm as medium neutral golden undertones. Interesting. Anyway, we're going to figure out, we're going to do some sort of concoction for under the eyes. So starting with light, I'm just going to apply a brush, kind of just see how that looks. I think I can stick with this. It's definitely lighter than my foundation. It's giving that brightening effect, which I don't mind. I just don't want it to be too light where there's this stark difference from my face to under my eyes. But that looks pretty good. See the difference? And I applied very little. Light was definitely the best choice out of the 6. I think medium would have been way too dark for me. This looks pretty good, and I really don't see too much creasing going on. Again, it is a little bit inevitable, but it seems very minor. And of course, I'm going to apply powder at the end. For contour and bronzing, I'm going to go in with one of my favorite brands, M Cosmetics. This product has really been my go-to contour product, specifically the shade Terra. This is the So Soft. This is a beautiful contour shade that's not too cool. I find it very creamy. So yesterday I had a photo shoot and I completely forgot my brushes, and I was able to use her contour stick, her blush, just by using my fingers. It looks so good. You couldn't even tell that I used my fingers to do my whole entire makeup look. It was amazing. So I love Terra. I also have the shade Summer, which is warmer. I would say this is more of a bronzer shade because of the warmer undertones. M Cosmetics sent this to me when I was one of their features for AAPI month. They sent a few products and this was one of them. When I originally was looking at this product, I was torn between Summer and Terra. So if you are someone who is like me, I just want to show you guys a side-by-side, just so you know, because it can be hard to tell online. And I find that online, Terra looks a lot cooler when it's really not as cool as you might think. So this is Summer and this is Terra. You probably already know, especially if you've seen my other videos, but Michelle Phan founded M Cosmetics. I guess I would call it an indie brand. It is only sold direct to consumer, which I know a lot of people don't like that because it is harder to get. And I believe shipping can be quite expensive. As of lately, this has been my go-to product of hers. It used to be the lip products, but it's been this. And I'm just very pleased with it. You guys have probably seen this product a number of tutorials, but I really do love it. And I think you guys would enjoy it as well. I want to add a little bit of Summer right here, but I am going to go in with a different bronzer that I want to show you guys. So not too much for today. I'm just gonna warm up that forehead and then bring just a little bit right here. Since we're already talking about bronzer, let's get into it. So I've talked about this brand before a number of times. I've done a full line review. If you missed that video, I'll have it right here. But I want to get a different shade, and I've been talking about this for a while. If you're not familiar with this product, this is the Bronzino, a illuminating bronzer. It's a cream bronzer. They have quite a few shades. I originally bought Gold Coast last year, and as you guys can see, there is barely anything left. I will do a side-by-side of the differences because I was very confused on what shade to get. So last year I went a little bit lighter just based on the model, and this year I went just a little bit darker. Amy is currently the founder and CEO of this company. It's a clean beauty brand and it's based out of Santa Monica. This is what West Coast looks like, and this is what Gold Coast looks like. Again, not the best, so let's do a swatch. This is Gold Coast and this is West Coast. West Coast is pulling warmer, almost has like reddish undertones. I'm pretty sure I can pull off either one. I really love this product because it's not too glowy and you don't need a separate highlighter. It does a really good job if you like to apply this over powder. For this time, I didn't, but that is something that's important to me since I always apply powder to the face. You can definitely see that difference from before and after. Gold Coast was my go-to color last summer, and West Coast is most likely going to be my color this summer. So moving on to the cheeks, another one-size product. This one is new to me. This is the Cheek Clapper 3D Blush Trio in shade Firestarter. You guys know I love fiery colors. Red oranges, that burnt red, that brick color. I love all of it. I think it looks really beautiful. So this is kind of giving me the vibes of Patrick Ta in the sense that there is a cream and powder product. So it looks like we have a shimmer, a matte, and this is the cream. It has the little plastic over it to protect it, just like the Patrick Ta one. These shades are gorgeous. As far as the packaging, it's thicker than I was expecting. As you can see, I thought it would be half the size, and then the mirror is huge. Let's go in with the cream product first. These are what the shades look like. These shades are so intense. I was not expecting this. Wow. So with Petty, GTFO, and Pop Off. I am so shocked at how pigmented these are. Wow, and I've stained on my fingers. Man, this is so pigmented. So I'm wondering, how are people even wearing this because they're so pigmented? How light-handed do I have to go? I'm going to dip my brush into Petty, the cream blush, the tiniest bit. Okay, let's see how this looks. Oof, this is fiery. Okay, that's all I need. Moving on to the next cheek. Wow. It's layering nicely over my other cream products. I'm not seeing any kind of separation. Again, it's very pigmented, so just keep that in mind. I am going to go in with Pop Off, which is the shimmery shade. I don't even know where I want to apply it. Maybe just right there. Using the same brush, maybe just focusing it right here. Again, applying the tiniest bit. And then to bring it down a little, I'm just going in back with my sponge, just going over the edges. Wow, this is intense. I'm excited to explore this again in the future and try that middle shade out. But this is really pretty. You just have to be careful. Okay, let me see if I can get this off. Okay, cream product got off pretty easily. It's that middle shade. It's the hardest. That powder one. For powder, I'm going in with something that I've used before, Jason Wu Beauty. This is the Ready Set Matte Loose Powder. I believe this is translucent. It is quite messy, so I won't be able to show you on camera. Here, I can kind of, oops, that is what I was trying to avoid doing, but this is what it looks like. I'll have to clean up that mess after this video, but I just like using a puff, really pressing in the powder. And again, very messy. This stays on my desk and it goes nowhere else. This is not something to travel with, but it is quite big. It is very affordable. You can get it at Target and a few other stores as well. And I do have a discount code May 15 for 15% off site-wide on jasonwubeauty.com. Okay, so I'm just gonna take off any excess powder since I didn't want to bake for too long. Let's do brows next. I want to try a new brow glue. This one is by One Size again. Another new product to me. This is the BrowKiki Clear Nourishing Brow Gel. I love a good clear brow gel. They are my go-to. I'm hoping this is going to last a long time and hopefully has a good hold. I always prefer a small brush, so I appreciate that. Let's just go into it. It feels quite light. As I'm layering this, it looks pretty clear to me. I know some clear gels will leave a white residue, but it doesn't look like this is doing it. But because it is so lightweight, you do have to build it up. I am able to get my brows up, but this doesn't seem as strong. Definitely not as strong as the Refi Brow Sculpt. I definitely see a difference, but I don't think we're gonna get a laminated effect. As I'm working on this brow, this product, as far as my first impression, it's really not impressing me too much because of how many times I have to go over it and that my brows just don't exactly want to stay in place. So this does worry me that it's not going to last as long as I would like it to. Again, we'll see. Today's not a wear test or anything, but I'll keep wearing this and I'll see how I feel. Because I'm going for a full makeup look, I am going to fill it in my eyebrows. This is not a new product. It's the Cosmetics Deep Taupe. This is a fine liner brow pencil. I really do like this shade because it's not too warm for me. And I'm realizing that taupe is a really good shade for me. I wouldn't think that, but it seems like it's just a really good match whenever I'm looking at other brands. I do like this product. I don't find it to be anything amazing, but most brow pencils, I don't find them to be amazing. They're just doing their job. It's hard to mess something up like this unless the packaging's really bad, but I do like how the tip is quite thin and that the other side is a spoolie. I always prefer that combination with a pencil on one end and a spoolie on the other. What I'm noticing, not related to the pencil, but of the brow gel, is that it's drying, so it's staying in place and it's feeling more like a soap brow. So that's promising. I know not everyone likes that feeling, but since I did about 3 layers for each brow, I now feel them. So when I raise my brows, I do feel that. But I personally don't mind that because that typically means it's going to have a better wear test. All right, I feel pretty good about this. Before I apply this new eyeshadow palette, I'm gonna go in with primer. I've had this for a while. It's the Jason Wu Beauty Primer, the Wu Prime Eye. They come in a few different colors. This is the lightest shade. They also have white. I'm trying to remember why I stopped using this. I think it is quite pigmented and you need very little, and I'm pretty sure that was the reason. I think why I stopped using this is because it's very pigmented, and as you can see, it's quite light. So if you don't wear a full eye look, you may see it, so you want to make sure to cover it up really well. But see what I mean? Like, look how light this is, and this is not even the white shade. I look so crazy. Kind of look like a clown. But we're gonna keep going. But I applied the tiniest bit, and even that, I could have done 1 dot on each eye. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a clean finger now that doesn't have any product and blend out the edges so it doesn't look as harsh. That is looking a lot better. Let's get into the eyeshadow. Out of all the products I'm talking about today, this is the one that got me so excited. I wanted to get this when it originally came out and during the sale, but I couldn't at the time. So I'm very excited to have it in my hands now. This is the Major Dimensions 2 eyeshadow palette by Patrick Ta. Patrick Ta is a celebrity makeup artist. He is Vietnamese. I love his work. I like a lot of his products. I do want to eventually do a full line review, but his products are definitely on the pricier side. I believe this was around $64. So let's open her up and test it out. Ooh, this is gorgeous. He has another eyeshadow palette that is more bronzy and neutral, which I really wanted that too. But this one seemed different, like something I don't have. As far as the colors go, I don't have anything like this that's rosy tone. So lots of rose tones, even more of like a brick color that I really like. And people are saying on YouTube that they preferred this one over the other one. So I was like, all right, I'll get this one. Let's see how it is. So there are mattes on the bottom, shimmers on the top, and there are 2 creams on the far left. And just like his cream bronzers and blushes, this does have a little cover just to protect them. I think I'm going to go in with the lighter shade first on the crease and kind of go from there. We'll see what I'm going to create. This is very different from my blush because my blush is more on the redder side. So I might go in with the reddier tones. We'll see. Starting with the lightest cream shade. Pinkier than I was expecting. I thought it was going to be a little more tan, like a beigey. But definitely has that pink in it. Don't mind me if I'm moving a lot and I can't stay still, My legs are just killing me. I don't know why. I think it's because when you sit down too much and your body's telling you that you need to stand, I think that's what my body's telling me. Wow, this is blending really easily. I don't use too many cream products on the eyes because it tends to crease on me. This side is definitely darker because that's where I started it. So I'm gonna apply a little bit more, just a little bit more right here to match it better. This shade is really warming up to me because I don't tend to gravitate toward a shade like this in my crease, but this is really pretty. So now what should I get into? I don't know. For the small brush, I'm gonna go in with this brick shade. Since I am creating more of a rusty look because of the cheeks, this won't be as rosy. Okay, looking good. Building up the intensity. These are the shades that got me really excited about this palette. All of the shimmers, they are so beautiful. Again, I want to make this look cohesive, so I'm going to go in with this one. It's very soft. Doesn't feel chunky at all. It doesn't seem like there's any kickback. It feels quite creamy in a way. I'm going to put it right here. Yeah, this really feels like a cream eyeshadow. I just took an unexpected break since my battery died. I had to wait for it to charge, and also it was nice just to stretch my legs, have some lunch, drink some water. It seems like this video is going to be a little bit longer, so hopefully you guys are okay with that. But going back to this palette, what was I even doing? I am almost done with this eye look, okay? So for the lower lash line, what should I do? Before I apply my eyeliner, I'm going to go in with an eyelash curler. This is from Shiseido, the best. Fits my eyes very well, which can make all the difference. I was learning this hack on how to use an eyelash curler, and I love the hack. It kind of works for me. You know how some people, if they have longer lashes, they can do this and then they do it again closer to the tip? I can't do that because that's how short my lashes are. So going on with liner, this is from Patrick Ta. I recently reviewed this in my high-end brown eyeliners. If you missed that video, I'll have it right here. So this is in rich brown. And I'm going to do my regular tight lining, maybe more of a smoky wing. Still deciding if I want to do something in the lower lash line. Since I'm familiar with this liner, I know you have to work quickly with the blending because it does dry down very fast. Should I keep it like this or do a little more? I'm trying to decide. Maybe I will keep the lower lash line bare, but add a little bit of the lighter shimmer to the inner corner. And then I'm going to just bring it up a little bit, blend it in with the other shimmer, have it more diffused. Okay, I'm liking that. That looks really pretty. For highlighter, even though I really don't need too much, I just want to add a tiny bit on the nose and under the brow bone and maybe a little bit over the lip. This is the Lip Tinted Hugo in Dawn. They have 2 shades. Now, I've reviewed Lip Tinted before. I really like the brand, especially if you're under the medium to deep skin tones. They really focus on those shades, but in general, overall, they're very inclusive. I really like the brand. I love Deepika. I love her videos. She's a really great YouTuber and she seems like a really great founder. Using the tiniest bit, I love mixing this with my foundations, my moisturizers. You can wear this on its own. I find it to be a little too much for me as someone with oily skin, but it has this serum-like feel. So you can also put this on your chest. It's a beautiful glow shimmer. I think you guys would really enjoy this. I like how it's not too in your face, but you could definitely build it up. See what I mean? That's so pretty, but without chunks of glitter. So now let's get into the lips. This one is by Tower 28. It's their famous jelly lip glosses. This one is in a new shade for me. It's in Spicy. I love spicy food, spicy snacks, spicy drinks, spicy desserts. I love it all. And there will come a point, and I know when I get older that I won't be able to have spicy food and it's going to be the saddest day of my life, but I'm enjoying it now and that's the important part. So this one just really intrigued me. I love these reddish tones. I don't believe it's gonna look this red on the lips. I think it's going to look more like as if you ate a popsicle. These glosses are some of my favorite because of the shine. They are super shiny, make your lips look really plump, but without the stinging effect. They smell like candy, which sometimes can be a lot, so I don't particularly wear these when I have a headache. Oh, it's more pigmented than I was expecting. All right, I think I want to sheer this out a little bit more because of the look that I'm going for. See what I mean? They make my lips look so plump. I want to add a little bit of lip liner just to bring the lips down. This is the Jason Wu Beauty Stay In Lip Liner Pencil in shade Nudist. This is more like a nudie brown. So typically I would have done this first. I think that looks a little bit better. My eyes and my lips aren't competing. So now let's move on to the mascara. At first I didn't think I had a mascara that would fit this video, but this one, guys. This is the Kiss Me Heroine Make Volume and Curl Mascara Super Waterproof. Now I did a wear test all about this and removing it. If that is something that you're interested in, I'll leave the video right here. Now, according to online, this makeup brand was founded in Japan in 1825. Astonishingly, they created the Kiss Me cosmetic line all the way back to 1935. It has been a best-selling brand in Japan since its launch in 2005, known for their long-lasting mascaras and eyeliners. So I already know how this performs. This is a really great mascara. If I didn't do that mascara, I would have definitely gone in with these. These are magnetic lashes from Glamnetic. These are so pretty. They're not too dramatic for someone who has mono lids. The founder and CEO is Anne. She is, I believe, one of the youngest founders that I've talked about today. So it's really incredible. I believe she's around my age. I still want to try out her half lashes. They look like something that would be up my alley. If you guys want me to review them, test them out, let me know in the comments below. I might do it anyway. I actually did a video all about this, testing these out, and it's a video that did pretty well on my channel. So if you missed that and you're curious about them, I'll leave that video here. We're done with the makeup. One last thing, something that I don't talk about this category, and it's all about perfume. This is Fleur. This is the Not Your Baby scent. I find that name to be very interesting, very witty, and I love the name, so I was very interested. It says that it is a floral, spicy notes with bergamot, cardamom, mimosa, violet, vanilla milk, sandalwood. So notes that I would enjoy, so hopefully it's not too florally. But I'm very excited. The new founder and CEO is Chriselle Lim. I have been following her for probably maybe a decade now. She's someone that I really admire, especially a mom of two. She's killing it. They relaunched this. I did not know about this brand before until she took over. I got a little travel size. Since I only wear one perfume, like I am the type of person that wears that one perfume. That perfume is my signature one, and I buy a new bottle every year, and I've been wearing it for almost a decade now. So I thought it's time to try something new. So Chriselle is my last AAPI founder and or brand. So let's test this out. This is a nice weight. It is glass. Ooh. This is definitely on the stronger side. It smells familiar. There are certain parts of it where I've smelled it before, maybe at a mall or something. I definitely smell the floors. It has this muskiness about it that I really like because I love sandalwood, I love bergamot. I think it's gonna have to grow on me. And it's different from my go-to one, which is the Jimmy Choo one. The regular one, not their limited edition one. I do like it, I guess. We'll just have to see as it wears and how it mixes with my natural scent. I just hope it doesn't give me any headaches. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was nice trying new brands, discovering new products. It was a lot of fun. I know some of these brands are a little more well-known, so I love to know more indie brands or small brands in general, so maybe I could do a part 2 in the future. If you like this type of content celebrating AAPI month, not only this month but all year round, please like this video, subscribe to this channel for more fashion and beauty content. I'll see you guys in another video. Bye!